Thank you very much, guys, for coming along this evening. Firstly, my name is George Mead. I head up the marketing for Digital Display Division. Digital display to you is basically LCD and plasma TV. Tonight we just really wanted to show you guys exclusively some of the new products that we're about to launch in the UK. So a lot of the journalists in the UK haven't actually yet to see any of the products that's in this room today. So it's a fantastic opportunity for you guys, and really we want to have open communication with you to show you a bit more about LG, but actually some of the detailed sort of behind the actual workings of the television, and take any questions you may have throughout as well. So firstly, LG Electronics. Instead of me going through about 30 slides on who LG are and what we actually do, we've just got a 2-minute DVD clip that just sort of covers off exactly who LG are and what we really stand for. If Dave, you can just hit play, it should be coming straight onto this TV here. It's just a quick taste of what LG is in the UK. And now I'm just going to take you through just some slides about LG in the UK in terms of Digital Display Division, some of the key strategies for us, and then some of the product key lines for us in the second half of this year. If you want to ask any questions throughout the presentation, it will only take 5 to 10 minutes hopefully, then just feel free to shout and then we can take them as we go, or we can actually cover them off at the end. So we'll crack off. So within this presentation, we've got like the total TV market in the UK in terms of what's actually happening in LCD and plasma at the moment, in terms of the consumer demand for both technologies. Then we've got an update in terms of brand awareness about LG Electronics. So what's the perception of LG in the UK and how we can improve that and get to where we need to get to. Then we've got the strategy and objectives, and then the product roadmap for this year. Again, some of the information within this roadmap is actually going to be exclusive, shown to you guys for the first time. So a lot of the journalists haven't. It's under embargo to actually show some of the journalists some of this information. Then we've got just 1 or 2 slides about some of the LG technologies that we have, and obviously if you have any questions for that, you can just fire them in stage 6 of the presentation, and then some of the activities that the marketing team was doing. In terms of the team we have in marketing, it's myself, Nisha, who's just arrived fashionably late at the back, and Rebecca, who's back in the office. So there's only a team of 3 marketeers. We also have Dave Cottrell, who's our technical and training manager, who's also at the back as well. So, the TV market. So, just a quick update in terms of 2008. Focus is 7.9 million LCD TVs will be sold in the UK, and 0.7 million, so 700,000 plasma TVs to be sold. When you consider that we have around 26 million households, you know, we're talking 9 million TVs every year being sold into 26 million households. When you consider the average household has 2.5 televisions in the UK, you know, there's a considerable uptake to high definition, and there's key drivers for that, and FreeSat is going to continue to drive that now as well. In terms of going forward, you can see that plasma does play a small part, albeit the screen size does make a huge difference there from 42-inch and upwards. That's the market that plasma obviously is starting to dominate. But we have seen the emerging technology of Full HD on LCD at 42-inch starting to eat into that plasma market share. Just to give you a brief update from LG Digital Display, we manufacture our own LCD and plasma TVs, so we're impartial. Some of our competitors very much say plasma's better than LCD, LCD's better than plasma. We very much LCD's for one person, plasma's for another. They're neither better or worse than each other. It just depends who you are, what you watch, and the situation you have within your home living room setup. So you can see that in terms of the total flat panel market, you can see the seasonality changes. I'm sure it's no great surprise there that around February, March, April, May time, just before the summer kicks off, and then it will have the peak season just before obviously the Christmas rush. What we have been really interested by over the last sort of 6 months is the fact that online sales. So this slide here is just showing you the difference between offline sales, as in store, against online. So if we look at this slide here, you can see around 16% of sales in June were actually online by value. That's almost £1 in every £5 spent on a TV is actually coming from an online sale. Due to this reason, our online marketing has taken a huge increase in terms of a step up to be much more premium orientated. That includes you guys as well. We now need to engage with different communities than we've previously engaged with before. And we have to look a little bit out of the box in terms of how we market. Not just traditionally in trade marketing now, it's about online marketing is becoming a pivotal part of our marketing strategy in 2008. In terms of where LG are positioned against our key competitors, you're probably thinking, we're up there, thereabouts. But as you can see here, we are amongst some of the best brands available in the UK. That includes the likes of Sony, Panasonic, Philips, and our good friends Samsung. Some of you may know that Samsung are a Korean brand, and we're also a Korean brand, and domestically it's about 45% market share each, fighting for #1 spot. We're around 6% market share across LCD and plasma together by value. Our plan is to get to 10%. We manufacture both LCD and plasmas, and we focus very much on the design orientation of the product. It's not just a case of just talking about design, however. We have some very smart technology that we can give you a quick demonstration of as we go through. Some of the technology that is completely unique to LG Electronics. In terms of, I touched on earlier about perception of LG. Many people are confused about where LG are from, what we really stand for. Do you guys know what LG actually does stand for as a brand in terms of LG?
With the letters?
Yeah.
It was a gold star.
Yeah. Now?
Well, the branding is life's good, but yeah.
Anyone else want to have a...
I thought it was Lucky Gold Star.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Any others? Okay, it now stands for life's good. Lucky Gold Star, absolutely correct, was the case back in the 80s. But in the early 90s, we rebranded. And now we're nothing to do with Lucky Gold Star, which was a cheap Korean electronics firm, which has, as you rightly suggested there, had an impact on the perception of LG.